Happy Halloween, guys! My name is Dragon Dude, and this suit is 12 years too young for me. Here with the Halloween candy tier list! And we've got a big selection here. Now I've got to clean all that up. Quick promo, I'm streaming everything live here on my twitch.tv channel. Go check it out, Dragon Dude. 3 O's, you know the whole deal. Anyways, let's get into the thing. And first up, we've got some candy corn, and everybody knows this is one of the worst Halloween candies you can get, since they're literally made out of dildo bits.
You know what candy corn's made out of? Dildo bits.
If you ask me, they're kind of alright. They're just like, kind of like, eh. I mean, you're not gonna be like, wow, I really could go for some candy corn. It's like, oh, it's in there. And it's like a week after, and you're like, yeah, might as well. We're gonna put this at a solid C tier. And next up, we've got the mellow pumpkins. I bought an entire bag of this, and this is the 5 that came with it. So already you're off to a horrible start. And these things are pretty okay. They're like candy corn, but they're a lot bigger and have a lot better flavor. So it's gonna go like to a B tier. Yeah, we're gonna give it a solid B tier. These things are pretty good. I definitely prefer them to regular candy corn, so that's pretty lit. Up next, cookie dough bites. I'd actually like to start this off with saying I've never actually had some cookie dough bites. I just saw them at my local store and I was like, we ball. So let's go ahead and give you my first impression. Wow, it tastes like something. What is it? What am I tasting? They stick to my teeth. They have a weird coating on them, and the inside isn't like crunchy or like melty. It's just like there. Honestly, these things are gonna be like a D. These things are pretty dog. I mean, they're not like I'm gonna throw them back at the family that just gave it to me bad. But like, if I was to be like, oh, I would trade you 10 of these for one of your Reese's, I would make that trade every single day. Next up, we got Kit Kat's Witch Brew. Marshmallow flavored cream, naturally and artificially flavored. This could honestly be fucking goated, or it could really let me down. You know, these things aren't that bad. They're kind of okay. They don't taste like marshmallow. They're like, if you shove the inside of a Kit Kat into the inside of a less flavorful Kit Kat, that's what you would get when you eat this. They're not that great. That being said, I am going to have another one. And they're like a fun green color. I mean, they're okay. Look at that. They're like a fun little green flavor instead of a regular Kit Kat. They don't taste minty or anything like that. They're just kind of green. They're pretty good. Would I eat them again? Yeah. Are they actually that fucking good? I mean, not really. We're gonna put it in a B tier. All right, and we have Hershey's all-time greats. And you know, I actually really like Reese's Pieces. I mean, they come in this little cup. You undo it, and it's actually a really. There's a machete in my Reese's Pieces. Are you kidding me? But hey, at least I got a free machete out of that. I mean, they're just putting these things in these. I mean, they're not drugs, but I mean, this is gonna have to do. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab another Reese's. I'll let the preface this with saying I love Reese's. This is probably my favorite chocolate candy to ever exist. And honestly, if you fuck it up, you're dead to me. Love. Alright, Oh, great milk chocolate, a nice peanut butter flavor that doesn't overpower it. Fantastic, you got it over your tongue. Reese's is gonna have to go in the S tier. Next up, we've got Almond Joy for some reason. I mean, who would honestly eat this willingly? I mean, I will for the sake of content, but holy shit. I wish I had a fucking trash can to throw this up in. This is terrible. If Mr. Joy is somehow watching this video, I want you to think deep into your multi-billion head of yours and think, yeah, why did I put coconut inside of a chocolate with a little bit of almond? Who the fuck thinks that? That's absolutely terrible. Next up, we've got regular Kit Kats. Wow, the packaging is so much easier to take off. I love it. Ooh, you thought. Wow, absolutely. Fantastic. I love it. I love Kit Kat. Love Kit Kats. This is definitely an S flavored candy, and these are for sure the first things that I'm going to be eating out of my Halloween bag. Delicious. I mean, I can't get over how good the wafer is, and then the chocolate doesn't taste like shit. It's actually fantastic. Next up, we've got regular Hershey's milk chocolate. I'm not a huge Hershey's fan. I mean, Mr. B's all the Feastables all the way, but it's such an okay candy. There's nothing that sets it apart. There's nothing that makes it great. This is like the perfect baseline candy, so that's why it's gonna have to be the most C tier candy of all time. Next up, we've got Crunch. I like to say, for the record, I absolutely love Crunch. The chocolate itself is good tasting, and then has the little crackly pop rices in it. An absolutely fantastic candy. And it doesn't disappoint. You always know what you're gonna get. It's always gonna be super consistent. I absolutely love Crunch, and that's why Crunch is gonna be going in the S tier. Next up, we've got Butterfinger. And I like to first start off saying, Butterfingers are a lot like an abusive girlfriend. You love them so much, but even though they keep on putting you down and sticking to you like glue, you keep on coming back, but in the end, you regret it, and you regret it a lot. Because I love how crunchy it is and how good the chocolate tastes, but it's whenever the peanut butter sticks to your teeth after you're done eating it and you're like, wow, should I go fucking brush my teeth now? And it's just a vicious cycle that repeats and repeats and repeats. It's fucking horrible. That being said, I do like Butterfinger, so we're gonna put it in the B tier for Butterfinger, obviously. And next up, we've got Helping Hand 10 Single Razor Blades. And me personally, I've never heard of Razor Blades. I mean, I think there's some kind of like German kind of candy. They come in a cute little box. I mean, that's cute. Helping Hand Single Edge Razor Blades. I mean, the cute little box, they sound cool. And they all come in a little package. How delicious. And you get so many per packages. Oh my god. Time for the taste test. Wow. Okay. Wow, and those taste is actually kind of good. We're gonna have to go into the C tier. And next up, we've got Whoppers. These things have always been so hard to open. They're like a fucking little pack. Do you like shove them out the fucking top? Oh, it's about a buzz. I fucking hate the packaging. This thing's already close to an F. I mean, they're just little round balls. I mean, they're not even that good. Are really crunchy. They're like the cookie dough bites if the inside was crunchy. That's exactly what it is. So overall, these things are better than cookie dough bites. They're not actually that good. They're pretty dogs, but they're not so bad. I would like spit them out and throw them at the person that gave them to me bad. So I mean, they got that going for it. So they're gonna be like, they're a C. They're not great. I would trade them away for something else. They also look like the top of that black bald man's head. So I mean, they're all right. I would definitely prefer the black bald man's head. Next up, we got Reese's Puffs peanut butter cups. And this is a perfect example of how you fuck up a good thing. I don't know why you would think, oh, let's shove our cereal inside of our fucking candy for Halloween. Mr. Reese's, what are you doing? What are you smoking? Are you smoking that Reese's pack? I mean, they take everything that's fantastic about peanut butter cups and throw them out the window. They put the chewy, crunchy candy inside. I mean, who would think to do that in the first place? That's absolutely horrible. I mean, they're not an S because it's so weirdly crunchy. If I take a down a peg, it's gonna be a solid A tier. It's good, but the weird crunch definitely throws you off. It's very okay. Finally moving away from the chocolate, we've got Hawaiian Punch Fruit Chews. I'd start off with saying these things are an absolutely abysmal candy. Hawaiian Punch should have stuck to drinks. I mean, the packaging is dog shit. If it gets slightly warmer than lukewarm inside, it'll turn into like a weird putty that you have to like push out. You can't even get all of it. Absolutely terrible. And it doesn't even taste that good. It's a worse Laffy Taffy. Hawaiian Punch, what are you doing? Go back to drinks. Stop making candy. F. You know, let's go try the orange flavored as well. I need to get all this chocolate out of my mouth. So it's thick like an Airheads and it has the same packaging as it, but it's absolutely horrible. I mean, here, let's go and try opening it. You ready? Oh, I get to eat it. Oh no, it's actually come apart on two fucking sides and it's stuck in the middle. So you got to push it out like you're a pregnant woman and you didn't even get any of the good stuff before. The orange is better tasting than the pink, but overall the packaging is worse than any other candy. The flavor is so okay. I would rather just drink water with the Hawaiian Punch to get the full experience. Overall, terrible candy. F. Next up, we're gonna go where every kid's gambling addiction begins, with Starburst. You get a little pack like this, and you never know what's gonna be inside. Are you gonna get red, pink, yellow, orange? Who knows? Nobody. So what you do is, you open it up, and you hope to God, oh, I want the reds. And then, oh, here we go. You get one pink. Oh, what's the second color gonna be? Oh, let's go! And I like to start off saying that red is not my favorite color, but it is definitely my second favorite. My favorite is the orange. People are gonna say, Dragon Dude, the pink's better than the red. The red's better than the pink. The orange fucking sucks. You suck. You suck. So my tier list of individual Starburst flavors is definitely gonna have to be orange first, red second, pink, and then yellow. If you like yellow, you're an absolute freak of nature and I hate you. But if you like orange or red, you're respectable and we could be friends. That being said, I'm getting straight into the Starburst. I love Starburst, but the worst thing that can happen to you is you unwrap it from the wrapper and then the paper peels off onto the fucking candy. So then you either have to throw away the candy or get a whole nother piece. It's so annoying. But the candy is very good tasting, so it's gonna have to go into the C tier. And next up, we've got Smarties. And if you're anything like me and you went to middle school, you definitely hit them with the fucking... and started smoking them out of the pack because you thought you were the fucking coolest kid in the world. I mean, Who's never heard of the phrase, I'm smoking Smarties right now? Come on. That being said, them as like the regular candy, I mean, they're pretty sick. Smarties are actually pretty good. They're such an okay candy. They're such a versatile candy. They're decently fruity. They're crunchy. They're dry. You can't really fuck them up when you're running around with your little Halloween bag. I'm gonna give Smarties a maybe controversial A. The versatility of smoking the Smarties, regularly eating them, blah, blah, blah. These things are pretty sweet. The next candy we got is definitely a fan favorite, Double Bubble. And these things are a lot like exercise. I mean, they're great for the first 5 minutes, but after that, and you're still doing, you're like, why am I still doing this to myself? That being said, the initial flavor is absolutely fantastic. I mean, once you get through the chewiness at the very beginning and get that nice release of the bubblegum flavor, absolutely fantastic.
A few minutes later.
Just like that. It's out of flavor. It's great when you start, but about 2 minutes into it, the flavor's already gone. You're like, do I throw this thing out? Do I just keep on chewing because it's still in my mouth? And it has the tiniest hint of flavor. For that, it's gonna have to be a C. It's a great candy to start off with, but then you get into it and it turns pretty horrible. So it's gonna have to go into a C. Our next candy is gonna be Sour Punch straws, and I am a sucker for sour candy. Sour Patch Kids coming later. Sour Punch, Airhead Sour Extremes. I'm an absolute sucker for sour candy. I love sour candy, and this is no exception. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, they're really small. The work to reward ratio isn't exactly a lot. You got a finicky, horrible bag. You take it out, you suck on the straw, you eat the straw. You're done in like 2 seconds. Plus, sometimes if they sit for too long, they taste kind of weird. I would definitely say these are the worst sour candies you can get, which is why I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the D tier. I'm not gonna throw them back at you whenever you put them in my bag, but I'm probably not gonna eat it until like 2 weeks later. And even then, they'll still taste like shit. Next up, we've got Nerds Gummy Clusters. And I'd say the last time I ate these kinds of Nerds, I got strep throat for like a week. So I haven't been eating them for like the past like 3-4 years while they've been out. I mean, they're absolutely great, but I mean, they made me fucking sick. I mean, that being said, I mean, they're good. The Nerds are nice. The gummy in the middle is okay. It's nice. I definitely prefer the ropes over the little balls, but these are pretty solid. Wow, these are really good. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the A tier. These things are fucking solid. I mean, who wouldn't want one of these inside their trick-or-treat bag? And next up, we've got Sweet Tarts. I like the preface this was saying, I actually really like regular Sweet Tarts. I don't know how these little ball things are going to taste. I imagine they're going to be pretty good. So we'll go ahead and test those out now. Wow, no bag. Kinda sus. A little bit of a knock on like the appearance. It's overall going to affect the tier list ranking. Let's go ahead and have some of these. Wow, and these are actually pretty good. They're nice and chewy. A lot of flavor. You can get a lot in your mouth. Really simple. They make the back of my throat kind of dry. And the packaging is really weird. But that was really good. Sweet Tarts are going to have to go in the A tier. Those were fantastic. Next up, we've got Jolly Rancher Gummies. Wow, there's actually not that many. This is all you get in that entire box? This has to be like 20 gummies. Already not off to a good start. What do you think? Let's have a blue one. Classic blue one. Wow, these are fantastic. They don't make my throat dry. They came with a bag. They're a little sticky to your teeth, but it's not anything too crazy. They actually taste like Jolly Ranchers. These are gonna have to be an S. These are really good. Jolly Ranchers, sponsor me. And the next one we got is Sour Patch Zombies Edition. I don't know what makes these zombies. I guess it's just because they're grape and orange flavored. Oh, it's raspberry and orange flavored. I love orange. I love the color orange. I love the flavor orange. I love that these came in a bag. I mean, what's not to like? Other than like, there's not that many in there. And there's so many more purple than the orange. Are you kidding me? Wow, such goodness, such flavor. Wow, that orange aftertaste is absolutely fucking abysmal. That's horrible. Probably a grape one. These are the exact same flavor. They taste the aftertaste is horrible on both of them. They taste exactly the same. These things are like the Fruit Loops of sour candy. They may be different flavors, but they taste the same. What the f are you doing, Sour Patch Kids? I love you. That being said, these are gonna have to be a B. Regular Sour Patch Kids definitely are like an A to S, but these are just lazy. These are horrible. I mean, I'm still gonna eat them off camera, but next up, we've got Ghost Flavored Dots. These are actually sealed very well. Packaging, fucking awesome. Oh wow, they smell great. Wow, they smell fantastic. And I'm not even a Dots fan. I would maybe call myself like a Dots hater. I don't like Dots. Oh, no bag. No bag. They're just straight in there. But I mean, they are plastic wraps. So I guess it's okay. Let's try it out. They taste like regular Dots. These things are fucking Dots, but like they're flavored Dots. I mean, I don't know what you'd be expecting. They're regular Dots. They just look like they got flavored with it makes me wonder if these things are gonna glow like when the lights go off. They look like that kind of green. They don't taste great. They stick to your teeth. They are regular dots, but just a different flavor. These are gonna have to be a definite D. These things are not great. Next up, we've got sour gummy brains. What the fuck is this? These things don't look like brains. This? What is this? Seriously? There's no ridges. It's blue on the bottom. There's nothing brainy about this thing. Are you serious? All right, time for the taste test, I guess. There's a little bit of a ridge on this one. This must be like the brain of an average skibbity toilet enjoyer. I mean, it's good. Yeah, this thing is okay. They're not fantastic. They're not bad. These things are gonna have to be a C. They look nothing like brains, and they barely taste better than average. Next up, we've got a very spooky one, gummy candy eyeballs. I remember these from my childhood. I haven't eaten them for about the last like 10, 15 years. I mean, I bet they taste okay. Oh, it's pretty sick. Oh yeah, they still feel the same. Yeah, these guys get it. These things are so okay. Are they really good? No. Are they all right? Yeah. Would I finish the rest of the bag if I didn't already have like 600 grams of sugar? Probably. Yeah. These are gonna have to be a B tier. Last but not least, we've got gummy spooky noodles. I saw these and they were like $1. We'll see how bad or good it turns out. There's no noodles in this thing. It's just a bunch of wacky, zany eyeballs. So they give you some gummy worms and the eyeballs we already ate. Are you serious? And you get this fucking weird thing of like strawberry jam or something. I'm not even gonna bother eating these. We've already taste tested most of the things in here. The gummy worms, I'm sure, are kind of You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna taste test them. Try out the gummy noodles, as it were. Oh damn, it's a long noodle. Yeah, they're okay. They're not that great. That's out this little. Oh, it's a toe. Oh, it's like a little toe. That's cute. It's all the same. This thing's an F tier. It doesn't even fill the actual like whole cup. It's like a quarter of the cup is actually filled. You get a tiny fucking fork and like this shitty jelly to go into it. This thing's an F. I'm glad I only paid like $1 for it. Absolutely horrible. If you somehow get this and you're like, oh, this thing, oh, I got an awesome noodles, throw it back at the homeowner, and that's gonna be our tier list. I hope you enjoyed, because I sure didn't. This was absolutely abysmal. That's all I gotta say. Happy Halloween. Go make sure to check your candies for razors and cyanide. And remember, there's no such thing as free candy. And if you got nothing else better to do, go check out another one of my videos on my channel, since I am not monetized and I don't get paid enough for these types of videos. And while you're down there, you might as well hit the subscribe button down below so I can keep on doing stupid, awesome things just like this. I hope you enjoyed. Take it easy. Bye! Never again. Never, ever again.